The Bottom of the Boat by Bob Hartman. What was it like in the bottom of the boat? It was crowded. "I'm stuck," said the duck. "It's too tight," shrieked the kite. "Squeeze in," yelled the pangolin. "Off my toe," moaned the hippo. The dove looked down from her perch in the rafters. There were more animals than she had ever seen. Why were they there? What was going to happen? And why did there have to be many of them? What was it like in the bottom of the boat? It was noisy. "Can't hear," yelled the deer. "Can't sleep," wailed the sheep. "Can't think," said the skink. "What's that sound?" asked the hound. It was rain. That's what it was. From her perch high in the rafters, the dove had been listening to it for days, beating against the side of the boat. Would it ever stop? She wondered. And what must it be like outside? She stuffed her white head under one wing to try and shut it out. Well, at least, she thought, they were safe in here. What was it like in the bottom of the boat? It was hard to stand up. "We're rocking," called the mockingbird. "Hang on," cried the mouflon. "We're afloat," announced the stoat. "I feel ill," moaned the mandrill. The boat rocked back and forth. The boat bounced up and down. The boat heaved forward and backward. And through it all, the dove clung tight to her perch. For days and days. For weeks and weeks. For months and months. And then one day boat went bump. And it stopped. What was it like in the bottom of the boat? It was stuffy and boring. And it didn't smell so good. "Something stinks," complained the lynx. "Not me," puffed the kiwi. "What's that?" sniffed the bobcat. "Must be you," accused the gnu. "Can't we go?" asked the rhino. "Not yet," answered the marmoset. "Then how long?" cried the binturong. "I have a plan," announced the man. And he climbed into the rafters and reached for the dove. He whispered into her ear. He told her that she must fly as far as she could and bring him any evidence she could find that the earth was dry. Then he carried her to the very top of the boat, opened a window, and let her go. Everywhere she looked there was water. Nothing but water. The world was like one enormous sea. The dove flew for as long as she could and had almost given up hope of finding anything but more sea, when she saw it, the tiniest tip of a branch sticking up out of the water. She landed on it, tore off a twig, then carried it back to the boat. The man waited 7 days, then sent her off again. And this time, she did not return. What was it like in the bottom of the boat? It was empty. "We're there," said the bear. "We're free," sang the peccary. "Let's go. Look in the sky," cried the magpie. And there was the dove, carrying another twig. But she wasn't headed for the boat this time. No, she was on her way to a brand new nest. And behind her, like it was painted on the sky, stood a wonder that made the animals stop their jumping and running. There, leaping and digging, they're crawling and snacking about. "It's a bow," said the gecko. "It's an ark," said the lark. "It's a hat," said the wombat. "It's a boat," said the goat. And sure enough, that's what it looked like. A boat. The bottom of the boat, turned upside down and painted party colors to celebrate God's fresh scrubbled, well-washed world. Yes, that's what it was like. A boat. The bottom of the boat.